Welcome back to Bulgaria and welcome back to Bdin Vidin in our Football Manager 24 Build a Nation save.
Hello guys, welcome back to the next episode. Now, not been too long since you were last with us, well, me personally anyway, about half an hour, playing up till the Tottenham game, the Champions League quarter-final. I believe it's a stage that we've never got past before. In fact, we can confirm that. Let's have a look. We have got to the quarter-final. We've been here once before and we were knocked out of that game by Barcelona. We got absolutely thumped, if memory serves me rightly. So today is only our second ever appearance in the quarter-final of the Champions League, and we are taking on Tottenham. We are away from home in the first leg, which is obviously going to be quite difficult. Just to update you on what's happened since you were last here, of course, we did actually lose the next game at home to Ital, which was disappointing, but since then wins over September, Ludogorets, Botev and Hibar, which leave us quite comfortably at the top of the table. We have in fact already qualified for the championship group. We're currently 12 points clear with the game in hand. Anyway, this is a little bit disappointing though that we don't have any players in the top scorers, although we do tend to rotate the squad quite consistently. Villafara is of course on loan from us. He's at Botev Plovdiv, who are, was it Lokomotiv Plovdiv, who are all the way down here on a -11 goal difference, despite the fact he scored 23 goals, which is not great, is it? Not great at all. Obviously we're going to see how we get on against Tottenham. We're also going to have a quick glance at this before we get going. We're still only on 11.5 so far for the season. Germany are on 11.75. France are on 18, which is a little bit disappointing. They're losing a 13 off the front as well, so they're gaining, whereas we're losing for the 15 that we've got there. So we could do with this being higher. We need to get rid of that. That was a poor season for Bulgaria, and then I think we'll sort of move up a little bit. Well, there's no real threat from behind. Obviously Serbia are doing quite well, but they're quite some distance behind us as things stand, although it's not actually that far. They're only going to be 12 points behind us at the end of the season, but we are of course taking on Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We go on with this formation. Now we do have injuries and suspensions, of course we do. Rodriguez is still out for 2 to 4 weeks. Lima's still 4 and 2 months away. Rujo's injured for 3 months. Gonzalo Medina has picked up a suspension for this game, so we're in a little bit of a needs-must sort of situation in terms of the left back. Esposito is going to have to come back and play as that wing back, and hopefully he can do it. Danzabe is currently, he's got a little bit of an injury at the minute. What was it? It was a pulled groin, so he's currently 3 days away from being fit. So we're going to have to make do with what we've got, and that is going to be Zanis, Lund, Brun and David Villa as the centre halves. It's then going to be Danzabe, Costa, Elias, Esposito, David Royo, Charlie Castles and Oscar Navarro. Now Navarro 16 and 17 in the league in all competitions for us this season, 11 and 11 in the league, so hopefully he can continue that form for us, and we can away to Tottenham. Do we take a draw, take them back to Bulgaria, hopefully try and do it that way? We'll find out, won't we? Right, into the game then. Of course Tottenham are in excellent form. They would be absolutely would be, of course they are. Yeah, some great players here. In terms of this save, obviously Thompson, we've looked at him already. It's going to be a difficult game. Let's put it that way. It's going to be a very difficult game for us. But if we can just, you know, hold on here, take something back to the Bdin Stadium, then you know, we could potentially reach the semi-finals of the Champions League for the first time. That's the goal. Let's get the game underway. 74,000 people packed inside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where little Minnows Bdin. Hopefully we can do the business. Right, with half an hour. Oh my God, no! I was just coming back to say, with half an hour on the clock, things are level, and there's not been a single highlight. There still hasn't been a highlight, but this is the worst possible thing. This is our sub goalkeeper. It's Karim Diabagate, who we signed. He's from the Ivory Coast, the Côte d'Ivoire. Signed from ASEC Mimosas. 21-year-old. He's not. Yeah, this is not good news, guys. Not good news. It's going to have to be. Hopefully, Zanis is not too bad. And this is the first highlight of the game. It's Heath for Tottenham. Cut out by Elias, the throw in. Navarro finds Costa. Esposito pulls it across for Charlie Castles. We've missed. Oh, I thought he'd scored. He's missed a sitter. He's missed an absolute sitter. You've got to score there, Charlie. Esposito is actually playing really well at left wing back, which is a surprise. And here's Villa. Inside to Charlie Castles. Just missed that sitter. Julian Brunn. Kenny Lund into Costa. Over the top for Navarro. Navarro's in. It's a good save by Cornter in goal. But we, despite not having much of the ball or anything like that, we're actually having the opportunities here against Tottenham. It's Esposito with the corner. Goes deep towards Kenny Lund. Gets his head on it. It's straight at counter. And again, we are foiled. But we have grown into this first half, which is good. And we are holding on. Here's a free kick, though, in injury time at the end of the first half. It's going to be David Royo to take it, I believe. I think he's our best free kick taker. He's taking his time over it, though. Come on, David. Here we go. David Royo. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. And with Tottenham cleared the ball. And at half-time, I'm quite pleased with that. I am quite pleased with that. This is the really disappointing thing, though. And I hope it's not too serious. But we are stifling this Tottenham front four, which is really, really good. More of the same in the second half, please, boys. And here come Tottenham straight away with, oh dear, Diabagate's forced into a save in the second minute of the second half. João Pedro to take the corner towards that near post. Lund gets up, heads it clear. Danzabi had more time than that, but does get the ball clear, and it's Esposito. And it's gone out for a throw into Tottenham. Esposito just forgot about the ball there. Going to make a quick change with an hour gone. And Navarro's not doing too much. We're going to get Stoyan Orachev on. See if he can have a little bit of a better performance than Navarro is. But here's Rocha Vaz to Sihamit. You can do that all day long for me, mate, if that's what you want to do. Hour gone, 0-0 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Between Bdin and Spurs. Man United, Man City 0-0 as well at the Etihad, or the City of Manchester Stadium, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what they call it in Football Manager. Janzabi's on a 6.1, but I have not got another player to play there. The only option could possibly be, in fact, let's do it, is Thomas Kudela. He can sort of play there. Danzabi's having a little bit of a stinker, but he is injured. Obviously, Costa and Elias are feeling the burn as well. But this would be a really good result to take back to Bulgaria with us, unless Tottenham score here now. And it's Frias to Jones, De Souza, tackled by Castles. Now Kudela runs into trouble, and it's Jones who picks up the ball for Spurs. Jones to Heath. Now Sihemut. The ball's broken to Simon Thompson. The flag's up on the far side. We will get the VAR, because of course we do, but I do believe it was offside. And thankfully it is disallowed. That would be a real shame to concede so late on in the game. I think the ball's somehow ricocheted. Yeah, he's a good yard or so offside, isn't he? But into 6 minutes of injury time at the end of this game. And we are going to get quite a good result here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That is a fantastic result. You can tell that we've done well, because their goalkeeper's picked up the Man of the Match award. Slightly better stats-wise for Spurs. We had a higher XG. Of course, Charlie Castles did miss that sitter. He's also picked up a potential thigh injury as well. But yeah, really good performance. And the bad news. The bad news. Zanis is out for 2 to 3 months, which is the rest of the season. It is the rest of the season. We're going to send him to the specialist. We'll try and make it as short as we can. Dislocated dislocated shoulder. So we're going to miss a couple of players. Oh my god, no, what? Where's all these injuries coming from? Costa's banned anyway, so he's going to miss out anyway. Danzabi, It looks like he's banned as well, does it? Danzabi's banned as well, so we're actually struggling for numbers right now. We have got Septembri Sofia to take on in between. We've lost our star midfielder, we've lost our star goalkeeper. Charlie Castles we can manage without. We can do what we can there. But yeah, really good result so far in the first leg. I'll be back in a minute, guys, with the second leg. Right, guys, welcome back to the second leg. We did take on Septembri Sofia in the game in between. Much rotated squad. And we did pick up the 1-0 win. It was Roberto Martin getting on the score sheet. You've got players like Anton Abrahamson, who is definitely one for the future, can definitely play a part in this squad. Getting game time. He didn't play very well, unfortunately, but you know, that can change as time goes on. So we bring Tottenham back to the Bdin Stadium, all square in the Champions League quarter-final. Of course, the winner of this tie takes on one of these two for a place in the final. So we're going to go into it. This is the lineup that we've chosen for today. It's going to be Diabagate in goal, Lundbrun and Villa as the centre-halves. Kudela comes in as that wing-back on the right-hand side. Elias, of course, we've got the injured and suspended Diogo Costa in the centre, who can't play. Danzabi suspended. Castle's injured. Zanis injured. So we're a little bit short in terms of players. But Malcolm Allison is going to come in. We paid £32 million for Malcolm, and he's made 20 appearances for us. Obviously overspent because he is English, but hopefully he can do the job for us. Medina is back from his suspension on that left-hand side. Again, hopefully he can do quite well for us. He's only actually made 67 appearances for us, which is a little bit of a shock. He's not been into the 20s yet in a season. David Royo, Navarro, and Stoyan Orachev, who is going to get the game up top, who, again, looks like his development's slowing down a little bit, but he is considered a wonder kid. He's got loads of good traits, and he does score goals. He's got 31 and 76 for us. So yeah, let's go and knock Tottenham out the cup, shall we? Right, here we come then. This is for a place in the semi-final of the Champions League and the furthest stage that we'll have ever been. And we get Tottenham. We've got Man United or Man City waiting us. Here come Tottenham though. Bocanegra, Rosario with the corner towards De Souza. Can't keep his headed down though, and it has gone just over the bar. Hopefully we're a better home team than we are an away team in this competition, because Tottenham are currently piling the pressure on. It's Heath to Rocha Vaz. Goes all the way back to Craigie, a different goalkeeper in goal for Tottenham today. Here's Jones, looking forward towards Thompson. It's cut off by Villa though. Now Elias to Royo. Medina with some space to gallop into down this left-hand side. It's blue shirts head towards the penalty area. It's looking for one of them, and it's towards Elias, but it's just over hit. And it goes all the way through to Moore. Moore finds it Jones. Now Tottenham looking to build something. Rocha Vaz to Bocanegra, Rosero. Comes back to Craigie in goal again. Switch to the right-hand side, but it's cut off by Navarro. Unfortunately, can't capitalise on it, but Allison does well to win it in the centre of the park, and then stands on the ball and leaves it behind. Now here's Thompson, Heath, Rocha Vaz, Bocanegra, Rosaro, Heath. Bocanegra, Rosaro again into the box, and Simon Thompson, who does put the ball in the back of the net. It was really scrappy. All of that build-up, the entire thing was scrappy from both teams' points of views, I think. But we find ourselves behind 15 minutes into the game. Not the start that we wanted. Can we get back into it? It's Navarro. Kudela in some space on the right-hand side. First time cross, looking for Royo. Gets there, helps the ball out towards Medina. Puts it back across towards Elias, who climbs highest, but it jumps underneath the ball and can't keep his header down. Unfortunately, we're not really in this game at the minute. It's all Spurs as things stand. Hopefully that momentum changes. David Royo, Elias, he's got two ahead of him. Still holding on to the ball, Elias. Into the penalty area now. Checks back. Gets the ball across with his left foot. It's Navarro to Medina. Deflected effort behind for the corner. That's better. Better from a Bdin point of view. It's going to be David Royo to take the corner. It's a deep one. Craigie misses it, but there's a Tottenham player there to head it away. It's Malcolm Allison now, and that is the end of the highlight. We're growing into the game as the second half goes on, but Tottenham are a bit... a bit on us as things stand, and as we're going to go in at half time, we do find ourselves behind in this game, unfortunately. We need a much better second half, and I'm going to tell the boys that they have to be better. Orachev's not playing great. Medina somewhere was not playing great either. If I can find him, where is he? am I just completely missing him? There. Oh, he's up here. He's up to a 6.9 now, so he has improved. We're straight into the second half. We're straight into a highlight, and it's Tottenham clearing the ball. Enzo Villa to Allison. Medina on this left-hand side. Comes back to Julian Brunn. Gives it to Kenny Lund. Lund to Elias. Forward towards Navarro. Can he get the effort away? He can. Oscar Navarro puts the ball in the back of the net, and we're back on level terms right at the start of the second half. That's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. And we're actually within touching distance now of the semi-final. It's a good ball forward. I thought the defender was going to get back to him, but Navarro buries the ball in the back of the net. Another one, and I think we're doing all right here. I'd like to avoid extra time. Thompson gets that ball back in, and they've hit the post. Enzo Villa clears it only as far as Thompson again. De Souza, Sihamit, Bocanegro, Rosario. Can we please end the highlight? We can indeed. Come on, Bdin. Come on, boys. Let's make a change. Orachev, Martin or Valdo. Let's go Martin. David Royo's not playing great either, so we're going to... Do you know what? We're going to stick Valdo there. It's not his position, but he is a striker. I'm sure he can drop deep into that attacking midfield role, and hopefully it makes a difference. But here we have a long throw. It's going to be taken by Medina. Comes over from the left hand side, puts it right underneath the goalkeeper, and Elias gets there and heads us into the lead with 22 minutes remaining. We are Champions League semi-final bound. Get in. Come on, Medina. The goalkeeper, see those long throw-ins, you put them right underneath the goalkeeper, and they sometimes come out and they cannot get there. It does look like it's going to be Man United in the semi-final, should I say. They are now 2-0 up on aggregate. Here come Bdin again. It's Medina. Navarro. Back to Kenny Lund, the Swede. Gives it to Kadela. Navarro. Elias can't keep his effort down. Navarro's initial effort blocked. But we've grown into this game as we've gone. And we now got into the final 5 minutes to just hold on to this lead, which it looks like we're going to. Yes! Get in! We have made it to the Champions League semi-final for the first time in our history. And it's going to be Man United in the semi-final. We've never been to the semi-finals before. Oh, Medina's injured now. To be fair, we deserved that. We did deserve that. It's £9 million in the bank. It's Man United. It's Man United, of course. It's Man United. We've played them 8 times and they've won 6 of them so far, which is not great. We've always struggled against Man United. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. It's not too far away either. There's 3 games for me to play before we get to the semi-finals. I can't believe we're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. That's still not worth a lot though, is it? It's still not worth massive amounts. It's quite poor how little it's actually worth. How are CSKA getting on against Anderlecht? They are 2-0 up going into the second leg. That's great. Unfortunately, Rennes are winning as well. And in terms of Gladbach are losing to Lazio, Lille are losing to AAB as well. So that could be good, but you know, that's not worth massive amounts. It's our best season as a club by quite considerable distance. But the fact that there's only us and CSK doing anything for Bulgaria in the European competitions is a little bit poor. CSK are up to 23rd at the minute. They're scoring 19 this season as well, which is going to move them up. No, it's not actually. It's not actually. We've got Roma going to go above them as things stand. in terms of that one. But I thought, you know, I thought we'd be doing better than that, to be honest. Anyway, that's a fantastic result to get through against Tottenham. Man United await. Man United await in the semi-final, which is, of course, is going to be next episode. It's the first time we've ever got this far in the competition. So, yeah, we'll be back not too long, guys, to take on Man United and see if we can actually reach the final of the Champions League. Until then, though, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, it's much appreciated. It really is. And I'll see you next time.